And then this is an example of the yellow face. So somehow it's very hard to find authentic Japanese American actors. So where is this? Oh, there is a Breakfast at Tiffany, the famous movie with Audrey Hepburn, and Audrey Hepburn, and then her name is Holly, and then the male character, you know, they live in a building. The building owner is this person called Mr. Yunioshi, a Japanese man, but it is played by an American actor called Mickey Rooney, and this is called yellow face tradition, like non-Asian people playing Asian roles. But here, the Mr. Yunioshi is depicted as such a pathetic figure. Like he wears the thick glasses. Without the glasses, he cannot even, you know, read or, you know, see anything. And then he acts a little strangely. I think he's a bachelor. And then he keeps telling what the Audrey Hepburn's character and the, you know, the male character, they should save water and, you know, be frugal. And so that this is again, you know, in people's mind remaining as a really bad example of Asian American character. But his room is equipped with Japanese products, you know, like this screen painting, and then his robe itself is a Japanese style yukata, and all together these are, you know, remaining examples, so that you can think about that forceful exoticism. So host culture or that mainstream culture, they usually enforce their exotic images of the other culture on that the other culture, and this tradition remains. And in this structure, clothing also performs a big part. So on the side of these ethnic community, their choices too. They either comply with this expectation, right? You comply with the main society's expectation of Japanese people, so that you act like a Mr. Yunioshi, or you totally resist it, so that you resist it so much that you don't want to look like anything close to Japanese stereotypes imagined by this host culture or main culture, so that they refuse to have some close ties to their own community. Do you understand this perspective? Anybody want to share some like reflections or similar experiences? So this is an important term. So Orientalism is you know, what Europeans perceive of the other side, right? So Orientalism is they put, for example, Indians, I mean like South India, right? Like people from South Asia or India into that mold. They have to eat curry all the time, right? Like they are not all wear turban, but they expect that, oh, so if you are from India, how come you don't have a turban, right? They want to interpret with a lens of Orientalism. But what happens is the citizens from those regions, let's say East Asia, South Asia, they internalize outsiders' Orientalism in themselves so much so that they comply with the images of, let's say, you know, images perceived by non-Asians. So these are some of the terms. Orientalism versus, you have on the side of Asians or African tribes themselves, they want to have internalized Orientalism, or it's called reverse Orientalism. So if you go back to Okakura Kakujo's case, like Okakura Kakujo decided to play the expectations or that imagined the vision of Asians by the Bostonians. So when he came to Boston, he keeps showing himself in pseudo Chinese clothing, and that is reverse Orientalism. And same thing with Robert Levy. He could cut his hair, remove the mustache, and he can dress up like any European suit, right? Just like a Jewish merchant in London or Paris. But he decided not to make that choice. He intentionally wanted to look like a typical Turk because it was more beneficial for his business trade. So there are different positions.